Good evening, everyone. As we stand at the threshold of a new year, many of us ask the same question. What makes this year different from all the others? But what if we approach this year not with the question of what will happen, but with what will I make happen? 2025 is not just another year on the calendar. It can be the happiest year of your life if you choose to see it that way. Happiness doesn't just fall into our laps. It's a result of decisions we make, habits we cultivate, and the mindset we choose to carry every single day. This year, I challenge you to reflect on the purpose of each moment. We all have the capacity for growth, and with every opportunity, there comes change. We can't control the changes that life brings, but we can control how we respond to them. And I believe that's where our happiness begins, in how we respond to the unexpected. Look around at what you have right now, the relationships, the experiences, the opportunities. Can we take a moment and be thankful for all that we've accomplished up until now? Gratitude isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's a foundation. It's the lens through which we can see the blessings that surround us, even when we're in the middle of challenges. Speaking of challenges, I'm sure each of us has faced obstacles. Maybe it's a setback in your career, a personal loss, or something that made you feel like giving up. But here's the truth. Every challenge, no matter how tough, is an opportunity. Every struggle strengthens us if we choose to learn from it. This year, instead of fearing obstacles, we will embrace them as lessons. Poverty and challenging circumstances are opportunities. Now think about the goals you want to achieve. I'm not just talking about big dreams. I mean setting clear intentions. It's not enough to simply wish for things to improve. Let's actively create a vision for our lives. And remember, the journey to those goals will be as fulfilling as the achievement itself. Happiness also lies in the people we meet, the connections we foster, and the communities we build. Whether it's with family, friends, or coworkers, the people we surround ourselves with shape our experiences. So, take time to nurture those relationships and lift others up. Your success is interconnected with the success of those around you. And speaking of success, let's redefine it. It's not perfection we're after. It's progress. Every step forward is a victory, and every setback is just another lesson in the making. If you don't get everything right this year, don't fret. Celebrate the small wins. They all count. Self-care is often overlooked, but it is so crucial. This year, make taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally a priority. Only when we nurture ourselves can we fully show up for others. As we step into 2025, remember that the best years are made by those who envision them. So take a moment to think about the person you want to become. The vision you create today will lead you through the entire year. 2025 can be the happiest year of your life, but it requires one thing: you. You are the one who decides how you see the world, how you navigate challenges, and how you build your future. So let's make this year the happiest one yet by making the most of every moment. As we step into a new year, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of what's to come. But before we dive into the hustle of the future, let's first pause and reflect on what truly matters. To live a fulfilling life, it's essential to start with purpose. Purpose gives us a sense of direction, clarity, and meaning. It acts as the compass that guides us through both the highs and the lows of our journey. When you start with purpose, you are grounded in your why, the reason behind every decision you make. It's not just about achieving goals, it's about aligning your actions with something that resonates deeply within you. Whether your purpose is rooted in your family, your career, personal growth, or serving others, it's that core belief that will push you to keep going even when the path gets tough. Starting with purpose also means prioritizing what truly matters over distractions. In a world full of noise, it's easy to lose sight of what's essential. But when you have a clear sense of purpose, you are better equipped to filter out the irrelevant and focus your energy on what will bring you true fulfillment. Every action, every conversation, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to live in alignment with your purpose. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it is often one of the most feared. We resist it because it disrupts the familiar, challenges our comfort zones, and introduces uncertainty. But here's the truth. Change is not our enemy. It's our greatest ally. It opens the door to new possibilities, new perspectives, and new opportunities. To grow, to evolve, and to experience life in all its fullness, we must embrace change, not fight against it. Embracing change starts with shifting our mindset. Instead of seeing change as a threat, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for transformation. When we accept that life is fluid and ever-changing, we can let go of rigid expectations and be more open to the unexpected twists and turns that come our way. The world is constantly evolving, and in order to move forward, we must evolve with it. Change may come in many forms: a new job, a move to a different city, a shift in relationships, or even a change within ourselves. At first, these changes can feel overwhelming, even daunting. But every change, no matter how challenging, is an invitation to grow. It pushes us to adapt, to learn new skills, and to discover strengths we didn't know we had. Embracing change means being willing to step outside our comfort zone, knowing that growth doesn't happen in the safety of familiarity. When we embrace change, we become more resilient. Life will continue to throw obstacles our way, but with each change we navigate, we build the mental and emotional strength to handle what's next. We learn to trust in our ability to adapt, to innovate, and to persevere. In many ways, change is the gateway to our best selves. It challenges us to ask bigger questions about who we are, what we stand for, and what we want to contribute to the world. It invites us to reimagine our potential and to break free from old patterns that may be holding us back. The more we lean into change, the more we discover about our capacity for growth and transformation. In 2025, embracing change means welcoming it with open arms, trusting that it will lead us to new experiences, new people, and new versions of ourselves. Rather than fearing the unknown, we can view it with excitement, knowing that each change carries with it the potential to shape our lives in beautiful and unexpected ways. Gratitude is often seen as a simple feeling, something we experience in moments of reflection, but it's much more than that. Gratitude is a powerful tool that shapes our perception of the world and our experiences within it. It's the foundation upon which true happiness is built. In fact, the practice of gratitude transforms how we approach life, not just in the good times, but especially in the challenging moments. It's so easy to become complacent and withdrawn from life. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our focus from what is lacking in our lives to what is abundant. Instead of dwelling on the things we don't have, we begin to recognize the countless blessings that surround us every day. The beauty of this is that gratitude isn't dependent on external circumstances. It's a choice we make, a mindset we choose to adopt. By consciously appreciating the people, experiences, and even the struggles that shape us, we create a deeper connection to the present moment. Gratitude allows us to fully experience joy. Often, we rush through life, focused on the next goal or the next milestone, without pausing to acknowledge the beauty and richness of what's right in front of us. When we take time to appreciate the small things, a kind word, a moment of peace, a lesson learned, we begin to see life in a new light. Every day becomes a treasure trove of moments worth celebrating. But gratitude also helps us in times of adversity. When faced with setbacks, hardships, or disappointments, it can be easy to slip into negativity or self-pity. However, by practicing gratitude, we find the silver linings. It doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending that everything is okay, but rather acknowledging that even in the most difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. Perhaps it's the strength we discover within ourselves, the support we receive from others, or the lessons that help us grow. In these moments, gratitude becomes a powerful tool for resilience and healing. In relationships, gratitude strengthens the bonds we share with others. When we express gratitude to those we love, we not only make them feel valued, but we also deepen our connection with them. Small gestures of appreciation, whether it's a thank you, a kind word, or a simple acknowledgement of someone's efforts, go a long way in nurturing healthy, meaningful relationships. Gratitude also nurtures contentment. It reminds us that happiness isn't found in the accumulation of things or the achievement of milestones, but in the appreciation of what we already have. When we choose to be grateful for the present moment, we free ourselves from the constant pursuit of more and open ourselves up to the beauty of what is already in our lives. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, yet they often carry with them the potential for our greatest growth. It's easy to view challenges as setbacks, something that blocks our path and hinders progress. But in reality, challenges are opportunities in disguise. They force us to dig deeper, to find strength we didn't know we had, and to tap into a well of resilience that becomes more powerful each time we face adversity. Overcoming challenges begins with our mindset. How we choose to perceive and respond to difficulties defines whether they will hold us back or propel us forward. Rather than seeing challenges as obstacles, we can view them as stepping stones, necessary experiences that shape who we are and guide us toward where we want to go. Every challenge, no matter how tough, carries a lesson with it, if we're open to learning. In moments of hardship, it's important to remember that we are not alone. Every person, no matter how successful or accomplished they may appear, has faced challenges. These struggles are universal, and it's how we respond to them that sets us apart. Embracing the fact that challenges are part of the human experience allows us to approach them with a sense of humility and determination, rather than frustration or fear. One of the keys to overcoming challenges is resilience. It's the ability to get back up when life knocks us down, to keep moving forward even when the road ahead seems unclear. Resilience isn't something we're born with, it's something we build over time. Each time we face a challenge and push through, we become stronger, more capable, and more confident in our ability to handle whatever comes next. It's in those moments of struggle that we develop the inner strength to keep going. It's also important to understand that overcoming challenges doesn't always mean defeating them in the traditional sense. Sometimes it's about adapting, finding a new way to approach the problem, or adjusting our expectations. Flexibility is just as vital as persistence. The world is constantly changing, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances is an essential skill for overcoming challenges. When we approach obstacles with an open mind and a willingness to try different strategies, we often discover solutions that we hadn't previously considered. It's crucial to maintain a sense of perspective. Challenges can feel overwhelming when we are in the midst of them, but often they are temporary. When we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, we realize that the struggles we face today are not the defining moments of our lives. They are just a chapter in the larger story of our journey. By keeping this perspective, we avoid getting bogged down by temporary setbacks and can instead focus on the long-term vision of where we're headed. Support from others also plays a significant role in overcoming challenges. No one succeeds in isolation, and it's important to lean on those around us: family, friends, colleagues, mentors, for guidance, encouragement, and support. Having a strong network of people who believe in us can make all the difference when we feel like giving up. Sometimes, just knowing that someone else is rooting for us can reignite our determination to keep pushing forward. It's about taking control of your life instead of letting life dictate your path. Many of us go through the motions, caught up in the day-to-day routines, unaware of how our choices are shaping our futures. But when we live with intention, we become active participants in our own journey, creating a life that aligns with our values, goals, and desires. The first step in living with intention is to clarify what truly matters to us. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what's most important. We often get pulled in many directions, trying to please others, meet societal expectations, or chase after fleeting desires. But living intentionally requires us to be honest with ourselves about what we truly want and need. It's about identifying our core values and aligning our actions with them. This clarity gives us direction and helps us make decisions that bring us closer to the life we want to lead. When we live with intention, we don't just react to life, we respond to it. Instead of waiting for opportunities to come our way, we create them. We take proactive steps toward our goals, understanding that success doesn't happen by accident. It takes deliberate effort and focus. Whether it's in our personal lives, careers, or relationships, living with intention means choosing the direction we want to go and making decisions that support that path. This may require us to say no to things that don't align with our vision or to take risks that push us out of our comfort zones. Living with intention also involves mindfulness, being present in each moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. Too often, we are consumed by the past or worried about the future, missing out on the richness of the present. When we live intentionally, we are fully engaged in what we're doing, whether it's spending time with loved ones, working on a project, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. This mindfulness helps us savor life more fully and prevents us from mindlessly drifting through the days. Fostering connection means actively building meaningful relationships that enrich our lives and those around us. In a world that often feels disconnected, taking the time to nurture deep, authentic bonds is essential for our well-being. It starts with being present, truly listening to others, understanding their needs, and showing empathy. Whether through a simple conversation, a gesture of kindness, or offering support, these actions help create trust and mutual respect. Building strong connections also requires vulnerability, being open about our own struggles and sharing our authentic selves. When we invest in these relationships, we not only uplift others, but also create a sense of belonging and community, which is fundamental for personal growth and happiness. Empowering yourself and others is about recognizing the potential within, both in yourself and in those around you, and using that belief to drive action. It begins with self-awareness, understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and passions, and using this knowledge to set purposeful goals. Empowerment is not just about personal achievement. It's about lifting others as you rise. When we encourage, support, and share knowledge with those around us, we help them realize their own worth and capabilities. Empowerment fosters a cycle of growth where everyone involved is inspired to achieve more, step outside their comfort zones, and overcome challenges with confidence. By consistently empowering others, we create a collective strength that leads to mutual success and fulfillment. Focusing on self-care is about prioritizing your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It means taking the time to nurture yourself so that you can show up as your best self in all aspects of life. Self-care isn't just about occasional indulgences. It's about creating a sustainable routine that supports your needs. This can include getting enough rest, eating nourishing foods, exercising, and practicing mindfulness or relaxation techniques. It also involves setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and ensuring that you're not sacrificing your health for the sake of others or external pressures. By investing in self-care, you enhance your resilience, improve your ability to cope with stress, and cultivate a deeper sense of balance and happiness. Celebrating progress instead of perfection shifts our focus from unattainable ideals to the small, meaningful steps we take along the way. Perfection can often feel like an elusive goal, leaving us frustrated or discouraged when we inevitably fall short. But progress is something we can see, measure, and appreciate. Every effort, no matter how small, brings us closer to where we want to be. When we celebrate progress, we honor the journey and the growth we experience rather than fixating on the destination. It's about acknowledging improvements, learning from mistakes, and recognizing that success is a series of incremental steps. By focusing on progress, we cultivate motivation, build self-confidence, and embrace the process of becoming better each day. Creating a vision for the future is about defining where you want to go, not just where you are now. It's a roadmap that guides your decisions, actions, and mindset, providing a clear sense of purpose. To create a vision, you must first reflect on what truly matters to you, your values, passions, and long-term goals. This vision isn't about rigid plans, but about imagining the life you want to create, the person you want to become, and the impact you want to have. It's about setting big dreams while remaining flexible in how you achieve them. A vision for the future empowers you to stay focused on your aspirations, even when challenges arise, and motivates you to take consistent action toward making that vision a reality. With a clear vision, you can make choices that align with your highest potential and create a life that reflects your deepest desires. As we step into 2025, let us carry with us the understanding that happiness is not a destination, but a journey shaped by the choices we make every day. By starting with purpose, embracing change, practicing gratitude, overcoming challenges, living with intention, fostering connection, empowering ourselves and others, focusing on self-care, celebrating progress, and creating a vision for the future, we can build a life that reflects the true essence of fulfillment. Remember, the year ahead is filled with endless possibilities, and the way we approach each day will determine the happiness we find. Let's make 2025 the happiest year of our lives by committing to the growth, joy, and meaning that each of us is capable of creating. The power is within us. Let's embrace it and move forward with confidence, purpose, and an unwavering belief in the extraordinary potential of this year.